Why are there more gay and trans people than there used to be? By teaching kids and speaking about trans and gay people, are we not just creating more of them? No, that's not really how it works. And there's also an interesting conversation that's currently being had between anthropologists and historians that are basically saying that we can't impose our modern gender standards on historical figures. Like, we can't say if a past figure was trans or bi, etc., because they didn't have that language, they didn't have that terminology. But we know that homosexuality has existed in many other cultures. There's the classic example of the Greeks, but there's also indigenous cultures, where all forms of gender expression were accepted. When we create a society where people have the language and the capacity and the willingness to explore their personal identity, we get more gay and trans people. It's kind of similar to saying, like, why is there more people who are interested in nerd culture? Because a lot of people didn't explore that aspect of their personal identity. They didn't want to be made fun of, so they suppressed it. And I know that those two things aren't the same, but when society progresses and allows people to express and explore things that are part of their identity, they become interested and explore new things. There aren't more gay and trans people now. We're just giving them the vocabulary and the ability to express themselves in a healthy and safe way. Hi, it's me from 5 Minutes in the Future. Somebody left a comment on my video that's a way better analogy, so let's use that. There are way more left-handed people now than there were previously, because when my dad was in school, he wrote with his left hand, and the nuns would smack him. So my dad is ambidextrous, but not by choice. He had to learn to be ambidextrous because he had to write with his right hand, because if he wrote with his left hand, he was possessed by the devil. Thank you, Catholic schools. There are more left-handed people now, not because we're forcing people to be left-handed, but because they are allowed to be left-handed.